Good morning. As the first rays of sunlight touch your window, as the world slowly wakes around you, take a deep breath and realize that this morning is not just another day. It is a brand new opportunity, a blank canvas where you get to choose the colors, the strokes, the masterpiece of your life. And before the distractions, the noise, the emails, the notifications, and the chaos of schedules pull at you, pause for a moment and speak to yourself, because what you tell your mind in these first few minutes will echo throughout every hour, every choice, every action you take. And the truths you affirm now will become the foundation for your energy, your focus, your performance, and your results. So tell yourself with conviction, I am capable of greatness. I am strong. I am prepared to face whatever today brings. And even if doubts creep in, even if fear whispers, even if uncertainty looms, your mind will remember these words and your spirit will rise to match the affirmation. Tell yourself, I choose what I focus on, because your attention is your most powerful tool. What you shine your mental spotlight on grows. And if you choose distraction, worry, or comparison, those things grow. But if you choose opportunity, growth, purpose, and courage, those things flourish inside you and will shape your actions and your outcomes. Welcome challenges as opportunities, not as obstacles, because every problem you face is not meant to stop you, but to build you, to strengthen your resilience, sharpen your discipline, and expand your capacity to handle life's uncertainties. And tell yourself, I am in control of my energy. I am the master of my state. I protect my peace. Because your energy is your currency in the world. It drives productivity, focus, clarity, and influence. And when you guard it carefully, you operate from strength rather than reaction. You lead rather than follow, and you attract rather than chase. Express gratitude aloud. Tell yourself, I am grateful for what I have. I am excited for what is coming. Because gratitude reshapes your perception of reality. It turns ordinary moments into blessings. It opens your heart. And it primes your mind for abundance rather than lack. So every breath of appreciation, every acknowledgement of your strengths, opportunities, and progress compounds into an unstoppable momentum of positivity and confidence that fuels your actions. Tell yourself, I am disciplined, consistent, and committed, because discipline is not a punishment. It is the bridge between dreams and reality, between who you are today and who you are becoming. And even when motivation fades, discipline carries you forward, building habits that over time form identity that determines every decision, every reaction, every outcome. And when you commit to showing up for yourself daily, consistently, intentionally, your growth becomes inevitable, unstoppable, and permanent. Embrace growth over comfort, understanding that comfort is easy to attain but rarely transformative. And growth requires sacrifice, persistence, courage, and the willingness to face discomfort, to move beyond familiar routines, to challenge old beliefs, and to step boldly into the unknown, knowing that the pain you endure today is the strength you carry tomorrow. And tell yourself, I am worthy of success, love, respect, abundance, and opportunity, because your inherent value is not determined by external circumstances, but by the recognition that your life, your choices, your vision, and your dedication define your worth. And the world responds to those who believe in their own potential with clarity, confidence, and action. Tell yourself, I attract positivity, I attract opportunity, I attract people who support my growth, because your mindset is magnetic, and the energy you project creates the life you experience. So when you cultivate optimism, focus, integrity, and generosity, you naturally draw circumstances, relationships, and opportunities that align with your purpose. And you become a beacon of influence, contribution, and impact. Commit to truth, integrity, and accountability, telling yourself, I speak my truth, I act with integrity, I honor my commitments, because success built on shortcuts, deception, or manipulation is temporary, hollow, and fragile. But the life you build with honesty, perseverance, and alignment with your values is resilient, meaningful, and fulfilling. Affirm, I am resilient, I recover, I rise stronger after every fall, because setbacks are not failures. They are lessons in disguise, opportunities to refine your strategy, strengthen your character, and expand your capacity for success. And every obstacle you overcome compounds into unshakable confidence, determination, and mastery over your destiny. Focus on progress, not perfection, because waiting for perfect conditions, perfect timing, or perfect skills delays your growth and stalls your momentum. But taking consistent, imperfect action moves you forward, builds experience, and sharpens your instincts, and every small step adds up into unstoppable progress over time. Tell yourself, today, I live with purpose, intention, and clarity because life rewards those who lead with vision, who act deliberately, who invest their energy wisely. And when you treat each moment as an opportunity to grow, contribute, and lead, you transform ordinary days into extraordinary milestones of personal development and achievement. Know that morning affirmations are not mere words, they are mental and emotional training, reducing stress, improving mood, increasing confidence, and aligning your subconscious with your highest goals. So speak them aloud, feel them in your body, let them anchor your state, and repeat them throughout the day to reinforce the identity you are choosing to embody. Understand that your day does not start with what you do, it starts with what you believe, and when belief aligns with action, focus, and intention, your life changes permanently. Tell yourself, I am worthy, I am ready, I am capable, I am growing, because these statements are not wishful thinking, they are commands to your subconscious, instructions for your mind to shape your reality, and as you repeat them, you rewire your neural pathways, building confidence, resilience, and clarity. Visualize the life you desire. See yourself acting with courage, kindness, intelligence, and power, interacting with the right people, making wise decisions, contributing value, leading with strength, and living fully, because your mind cannot distinguish vividly imagined practice from reality, and this mental rehearsal prepares you to execute with excellence. When opportunity arises, tell yourself, I am disciplined, I take action consistently, I follow through, because follow through distinguishes talkers from achievers, dreamers from doers, and by honoring your commitments to yourself, no matter how small, you build integrity, self-trust, and momentum that compounds into life-changing results. Repeat daily, I am learning, I am improving, I am evolving, because growth is not optional, it is necessary. And the person who stops learning stagnates, while the person who commits to growth becomes unstoppable, adaptable, and highly resilient in an unpredictable world. Affirm, I choose my thoughts, I choose my focus, I choose my actions, because the power of choice determines your experience, your relationships, your opportunities, and your happiness. And each decision, no matter how small, accumulates to shape the trajectory of your life. Tell yourself, I am surrounded by growth-minded people, by mentors, by peers, by students, because your environment amplifies your potential. And when you surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support you, your own standards rise, your vision expands, and your impact multiplies. Repeat, I embrace challenges. I convert obstacles into opportunities. I see failures as lessons, because every experience, whether pleasant or painful, teaches, strengthens, and prepares you for higher levels of success. Tell yourself, I act with courage. I speak with clarity. I lead with vision, because influence follows those who demonstrate character, competence, and confidence, and every small action aligned with integrity compounds into long-term credibility and authority. Affirm, I am abundant, I am creative, I am resourceful, because scarcity is a mindset, abundance is a practice, and when you commit to seeing possibilities rather than limitations, you naturally attract solutions, wealth, opportunities, and support. Tell yourself, I honor my body, my mind, and my spirit, because energy is the foundation of performance. And when you prioritize rest, nutrition, movement, and reflection, you amplify focus, resilience, and creativity. Repeat, I am patient, I am persistent, I am consistent, because results compound, excellence accumulates, and life rewards those who endure, practice, and refine over time. Affirm, I am confident, I am assertive, I am courageous, because your internal state drives your external results. And when you carry belief in your abilities, you naturally influence, lead, and inspire others. Remind yourself, I grow faster than my challenges, because when your personal development outpaces obstacles, they lose power over you, and you operate from mastery rather than reaction. Tell yourself, I am grateful, I am present, I am purposeful, because gratitude grounds you, presence empowers you, and purpose aligns your actions with meaning. Finally, as you step into the day, repeat, I am becoming the person capable of achieving my dreams. I attract success because I embody it. I live with discipline, focus, and integrity. I embrace growth. I create value. I act courageously. I lead with purpose. I persevere through setbacks. I invest in myself. I am unstoppable, and I am worthy, because when you internalize these truths, speak them with conviction, and act on them relentlessly, your life will transform. Opportunities will multiply. Your energy will amplify, and the person you become will naturally attract every goal, every success, every relationship, and every abundance you deserve. Proving that growth first, and the goals will follow, and every morning becomes not just a start to a day, but a launch into the highest version of yourself. a life designed with intention, resilience, purpose, and unstoppable momentum. So today, speak these words, embody these principles, live these truths, and let every moment remind you that you are capable, powerful, and destined for extraordinary success. Every morning, remind yourself that the quality of your day is determined by the quality of your thoughts. The moment you wake up, you have a choice. Will you dwell on what's missing, or will you focus on what's possible? Success begins in your mind. Your mindset creates your reality. If you start your day thinking small, your opportunities will shrink. But if you start your day thinking big, your day will stretch to meet your vision. This is why the first words you tell yourself in the morning matter more than any email, meeting, or distraction. They set the tone for your actions, your energy, and your decisions. Tell yourself you are capable of more than you believe. Every limitation you've ever experienced is only as real as the story you've told yourself about it. Break that story today. Rewrite it. Say, I am stronger than my fears. I am wiser than my doubts. I am prepared for the challenges ahead. When you speak to yourself with power and confidence, your body responds. Your heart rate changes. Your focus sharpens. You begin to move differently. You begin to act differently. And that action compounds into results. Remind yourself that discomfort is your greatest teacher. Growth never happens in comfort zones. If you want to expand your life, you must welcome challenges. Say to yourself, I embrace the difficulty. I welcome the lessons. I thrive under pressure. When you face life's obstacles with courage instead of fear, you gain a momentum that nothing else can create. The storms you endure become the wind that propels you forward. Tell yourself that persistence is more powerful than talent. It's not the smartest, the fastest, or the luckiest who succeed. It's those who refuse to quit. Remind yourself, I will keep going. I will keep learning. I will adapt. I will rise. Every setback is an opportunity disguised as a problem. Every failure is a chance to improve. Your persistence is the engine that turns effort into excellence. Tell yourself to value your time above all else. Your minutes are more precious than money, more fleeting than opportunities. Begin each day by asking, how will I use this hour? How will I invest in my future self? When you guard your time, you guard your potential. You eliminate distractions, prioritize growth, and focus on actions that move you toward your vision. Remind yourself that gratitude is the foundation of abundance. Before you chase your goals, appreciate what you already have. Say, I am grateful for my health, my family, my abilities, my lessons, my journey. Gratitude changes the lens through which you see your life. It shifts your energy. It attracts more opportunities and opens your mind to solutions you might have missed. A grateful heart is a magnet for success. Tell yourself that your mindset is contagious. The way you think, speak, and act influences everyone around you. Remind yourself, I choose positivity. I choose encouragement. I choose impact. When you start your day with this awareness, you elevate not only yourself, but also those you encounter. Leadership begins with self-mastery, and your energy sets the tone for your environment. Remind yourself that small actions compound into extraordinary results. Every decision, every habit, every word, every thought creates a ripple effect. Say, I will take consistent, deliberate steps. I will build momentum. I will honor my process. You don't need giant leaps to transform your life, but you do need consistency, commitment, and focus. Momentum grows like a snowball, and the longer you push, the larger your life becomes. Tell yourself to embrace responsibility. Stop blaming circumstances, people, or luck. Say, I am in control of my results. I am accountable for my choices. When you accept responsibility, you reclaim power. You stop waiting for permission, guidance, or the perfect moment. You act, you adapt, you create. Ownership of your life is the ultimate form of empowerment. Remind yourself to prioritize clarity over busyness. Most people spend their lives moving fast but going nowhere. Each morning, ask what matters most today. What will move me closer to my vision? Focus is the currency of success. Eliminate distractions. Say no to non-essential tasks. Protect your attention as fiercely as you protect your health. Clarity creates speed. Speed creates results. Tell yourself to honor your commitments. Integrity is the bridge between dreams and reality. Say, I will keep my word to myself and others. I will follow through. I will act with honesty and reliability. Every promise you keep strengthens your character. Every promise you break erodes your credibility. Success flows to those who are consistent, trustworthy, and dependable. Remind yourself that learning is infinite. Every day offers a chance to grow, to sharpen your skills, to expand your mind. Say, I am a student of life. I seek knowledge, wisdom, and insight in every situation. Curiosity fuels innovation. Reflection deepens understanding. Growth becomes inevitable when you commit to learning continuously. Tell yourself that your energy determines your influence. You can have all the knowledge, all the strategy, and all the resources in the world, but without energy, you cannot execute. Say, I will fuel my body, mind, and spirit. I will rest, move, eat, and think intentionally. Energy is the foundation of focus, creativity, and resilience. Guard it fiercely. Remind yourself that fear is a signal, not a stop sign. Fear shows you where growth awaits. Say, I will act in spite of fear. I will let it guide me, not paralyze me. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is mastery of action despite fear. Every courageous step expands your confidence and rewires your mind for success. Tell yourself that relationships are your greatest leverage. Life is not a solo journey. Say, I will invest in meaningful connections. I will give value, support, and encouragement. People who lift you, challenge you, and believe in you are catalysts for your growth. Your network becomes your net worth, and the quality of your relationships reflects the quality of your life. Remind yourself that your legacy begins today. Say, I will act in ways that matter beyond me. I will contribute. I will inspire. I will leave a mark. Every action builds your reputation, influence, and impact. Your life's meaning is shaped not by what you consume, but by what you create, share, and leave behind. Tell yourself to embrace resilience. Life is unpredictable, full of highs and lows. Say, I will recover from setbacks. I will adapt. I will thrive under pressure. Your response to adversity defines your trajectory. Resilience turns challenges into opportunities and setbacks into setups for your next breakthrough.